Hello, this is Lady Benita Buckner, and I'm giving you part two from the video on last night about marriage. As I told you, I was about 23 years old when I had in my head that I felt like it was time for me to be married. Went to my mother, and she advised me to embrace my singleness, getting closer to the Lord, prayer, fasting. She also said, accomplish some things that I wanted to accomplish as a single woman, whether it be travel, whether it be, finish my education, because I was in school at the time. But she just encouraged me to embrace that and use that time to get closer to the Lord and understand that when I get married, that my role would change and that I would, have someone else in my life. So she just wanted to encourage me in that, and she really encouraged me to pray and to fast and be before the Lord. And she even prayed for me that evening. And so as some time went by, it wasn't like I'm going to go in here and pray right now, Lord, answer my prayer. Okay, sorry. Anyway, it wasn't anything like that. Just a process of time. And I was doing things and I was working and I was in school. And then my dad did have a shut-in at the church. And our shut-ins were a little different. We didn't just sit there and just pray and, go without eating. There was testimonials, there was praise services, there was Bible teaching. It was just a lot of time of spiritual growth. And it was not boring at all. And we were always doing something. So it kind of kept your mind off the fact that you weren't eating. But a lot of prayers going on and a lot of singing and a lot of teaching. And so one night, I think it was a Friday night, I was laying on one of the back pews, probably about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, because we stayed at the church. And all of a sudden I look up and I see this face in the ceiling of the church, and I recognized the face. And so I was just like, am I dreaming? What is going on? I was really confused. And so then I blinked and everything, and I think I dozed back off to sleep. So the next day, I went in my dad's office. He was in his office, and I said, Dad, I need to go to the park. This church is having a fundraiser, and I need to go to the service. And he goes, well, no, baby, you fasting. It's too hot out there. I don't think you should go. And I was like, well, Dad, I really feel I need to go. And he says, well, if you go, don't stay long. And he said, take your sisters with you. Take the twins with you. So you all know my twin sisters, Janet and Janelle. So we went to this service, this fundraiser in the park. So we get there and I'm looking for the guy. I didn't see him anywhere. And then the lady that was hosting, she was hosting the fundraiser. She saw us and she says, oh, the Barksdale sisters are here. How about you all come and give us a selection? So we went up there to sing, and I had words, and then we sang. And then I saw him sitting under the tree selling sodas. And I was like, oh, he is here. Oh, my. So I waited a few minutes, and after we sang, they had an intermission. So he was selling sodas, so I went over there where he was. No, I didn't buy a soda because I was fasting. So I went over there and I spoke to him, and he was like, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Just a general conversation. And he says, whenever you get a chance, I need to talk to you about something. And I said, well, I need to talk to you about something too. And he's like, well, okay. He says, well, I'm here, how about I give you a call the next week, I was like, sure. So I went on with my life, went back to the church, fasting and praying, and, went on to work, did everything. And then he did call. We went out to dinner and sat and talked, and he's very quiet and laid back. And I wanted to see what he wanted to discuss first. So he told me that he had been praying, and he had told the Lord that he was ready for a wife. And a few weeks after that, he was driving back from a service. And as he was driving, he saw my face in the clouds as he was driving. And he was just like, wow, And so I was sitting across from him going, really? Oh, okay. So I let him finish what he was saying. And so then I said, well, as you know, we just had our shut-in at the church. And I said, I saw your face in the ceiling of Dad's church. And he's like, oh, okay. And he said, so I guess, does this mean we're supposed to be together? I said, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. And that's exactly what we did. We continued to talk things out. And, we attended church services. We were together. We spent time together. And as time went by, he did propose to me. We did get married in 1992. And we've been together ever since. And here we coming up on, I think, 28 years of marriage. And we're very different. They say opposites do attract. It was funny when we first got married, people were like, how are you two going to be together? Because he was so quiet and such an introvert. and I was so loud and so out there. And so, but I think we complement each other in a very good way, that where I'm weak, he's strong, and opposite for him. And so we work good together. We support each other. There's no tug of war. Whatever I'm doing, he's supporting me. Whatever he's doing, I'm supporting him. And it's always been that way. We want the best for each other. And I know God had it all in his plan, because now, even in ministry, as a pastor and first lady of a church, we're double duty doing more work together. And God is helping us to do that. And so, even in our married life, and even women that are single, embrace your singleness. Don't get into this, oh, woe is me. Use it as a time to strengthen your prayer life, to get a closer relationship with the Lord, as well as to take time to enjoy your singleness. And then those that are married, remember the foundation. Remember the reason for your marriage, marrying the person you married. And remember those vows, in sickness and the health, the good, the bad, the dark and the light, all of those things. Remember all of that, and know that it's all foundation that you can build upon. And it builds a stronger marriage. It's communication. It's checking in on each other. It's date night. It's laughing and talking, and, checking each other when things are not the way they should be. And then embracing each other and appreciating each other, thanking each other. It's very important that you do those things to build on that foundation of love and marriage. So that is my video for part 2, talking about marriage. Please like and share this video with others, and I look forward to speaking with you again in the next few weeks. God bless you all.